Good morning, Barcelona fans, Cules around the world. It's time for everybody's favorite morning show, Wake Up in Barca. Is there a new number 10? Excuse me. Let me just start over and actually use words in the correct way. Is there a new number 10 at Barcelona? That's the question I was trying to ask. There are some rumors flying around. I'm going to say not so fast, folks. Pump the brakes on that one. I don't think it's exactly as clear as what the headlines are reading, so we'll hold off on that. We're going to talk about the upcoming match against Athletic Club, including a couple of fun facts about Athletic Club that I read up on yesterday. Good morning, Mandax. Good morning, Kyle Cash. Good morning to everyone else. Let's go ahead and get this party started before we dive into all the news and the match preview.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
Okay, so let's start out, folks, with the news of the new number 10 at Barcelona potentially being Philippe Coutinho. Let me just pump the brakes on that one real quick, all right? I mentioned on last week's match during the live stream that the young Rey Manai was wearing the number 14 kit. Cules, good morning, sir. And that brought up a lot of speculation around Philippe Coutinho. Is he on his way out the door? Are they going to be giving him a new number? What's happening here? And then by Monday morning, the rumors start. The headlines are being printed. Coutinho is going to be the new number 10. Levi, what? Levi, give me some context. You're coming in hot, bro. Anyway, so because Rey Manai was wearing the number 14, people are thinking Coutinho's either out or taking the number 10. Headlines come out saying that Coutinho is taking the number 10, and then it turns out not so fast. Reports out of Barcelona are now saying, let me turn on my fan because it's warm in here. Reports are now saying that Barcelona actually prefer to either leave the number 10 off the table, not officially retire it, but just not actually give it to anybody, or they're going to give it to a youngster, someone who's maybe going up and down between Barca B and the first team. I think if it goes that route, Callado is probably most likely. He wears number 10 very often for Barcelona B. And so to keep the pressure off of someone like a Coutinho, if he were to take number 10, I think they're going to end up giving it to Alex Callado. Because, like I said, he's not going to be with the first team all the time. And when he is, if he's wearing the number 10, nobody's expecting him to be the next Lionel Messi. So Ansu Fati has already changed his kit number to 17. He was 22. He went to 17. Coutinho is looking like he's going to keep number 14. Here's the other point that I didn't make. Even though Rey Manai was wearing the number 14 last week, and even though, who was it? One of our other youngsters that I'm forgetting. Someone else was wearing 28. It wasn't Mingueza. Who was it? Oh, it was Nico. Duh. Nico was wearing 28. That's Mingueza's number. So Nico in 28 and Manai in 14. Numbers are not locked in just yet. Even though we've already played a match, doesn't matter. The numbers, I think it's not till September that the numbers are actually locked in. So somebody could wear number 10 in this upcoming weekend and not be the official number 10. There is some wiggle room. I know that plenty of you have sent me links and informed me that the rules are very strict with the numbers. You have to have 25 players and they have to be numbered 1 through 25. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I get it. There's loopholes to everything, my friends. So while Barcelona may not be able to officially retire the number 10, you can see from last week's lineup, I just pointed at my screen like you can see it right now, but you can see from last week's lineup, we had plenty of players that fell outside of that. We had Gavi wearing the number 30, Nico wearing 28. What else do we have? Demir was wearing number 27. So we fall outside of that already. And like I said, you can't officially retire a number, but you can just kind of leave it off your lineup a little bit. The game is not tomorrow. The game is tomorrow. Sorry, backtrack. The game is tomorrow, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I believe that is 10 a.m. local time in Barcelona. Could be wrong. Coffee at dawn. Good morning. Barcelona Messi. Hello. Referee, welcome to the stream. Good morning to you, sir. So that's really the only headline going into it, I think. Outside of the fact that we still have not been able to move Umtiti or Pjanic. There are still some reports that Braithwaite might be on his way out the door. If that happens, I'll be pretty nervous about having a healthy front line throughout the year because we'll be relying on Aguero and Dembele to supplement in there, and they're injured 90% of the time. So not exactly feeling great about that. Don't know. Excuse me. Allergies, friends. Promise it's not COVID. Anyway, we're drinking a lovely Americano this morning. We're going to go over a little history of Athletic Club, and then we'll get into match predictions and whatnot. Barca Messi says, what's funny is that John said he didn't like the home kit Barcelona, and look at him wearing the kit. Yeah, Barca Messi, first of all, don't appreciate the hate. Second of all, there's a very specific reason, a very practical reason for why I got this jersey. Yes, it is not one of my favorites. Yes, I shit on this jersey a lot. It does look better on the players on the field than I expected. But here's why I got the jersey, my friends. This is a YouTube channel that is still up and growing that we are trying to promote. And a big part of that is catching people's eye on the thumbnail. And so part of the thumbnail is going to be me on there wearing a Barcelona jersey. And if you're scrolling through looking for highlights, looking for reaction videos, looking for whatever, and you're just looking at the thumbnails and you're scrolling through and you see me in last year's jersey, are you going to assume that that video is from this year or from last year? Right? So it was a very practical, very mindful decision to get this jersey. I do not buy a jersey every year, but I'm probably going to have to start doing that now that I have this channel. You can see on the back, I typically only buy jerseys of legends, absolute legends. But I'm investing in this one. So second year with Serginho Dest on my back, updated kit, keeping the channel going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Coffee at Dawn says, lots of rumors going through this week. A lot of swap deal rumors. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. So there were rumors about Aubameyang, not happening. Rumors about Lacazette, not happening. There are some rumors still of Pjanic going to Juventus. Maybe a swap deal happens there. Did I clean the kit after I shit on it? I meant verbally shit on it, of course. Good joke there, referee. What were we saying? Got me sidetracked with shitting on jerseys. Good morning, Vipula. How we doing? What else? Martin Donnelly to Linfield. Levi, I don't know what you're talking about with your Northern Ireland players or whatever it is that you're talking about. Anyway, before we get into the lineups, let's talk about a little fun fact I heard. Emerson Bellerin swap, is that true? No. We just brought Emerson back. There's no way that's going to happen. I just, no. There's no way. There's no way, right? We'll pull it up. We'll pull it up just in case. Listen, we'll do this. Barcelona transfer news. We'll do that first. All right. We'll do that first, and then we'll go over the lineup and whatnot. So Barcelona transfer news. Sales come to camp now. Yeah. That's just, I read that earlier. That's just talking about player salary cuts, really. And yes, we are still trying to move on Umtiti and Pjanic and Mariba. Arsenal signed Odegaard, Ramsdale, Chelsea make Chalobah decision, and Kane latest. That's not going to really relate to Barcelona at all. Lewandowski wants to move. So right now, Lewandowski, Mbappe, and Haaland are all, and Ronaldo really, are all either looking for a new home or in the last year of their contract. So could not have a worse time for Barcelona to not have any money. There is world-class talent looking for a club, and Barcelona's going, we're broke, we're in debt, we don't have any money. Even if somebody wanted to come and play for us on a free transfer, like we've seen with some of the new players this year, we don't have the salary cap to afford them. We can't bring anybody in until we unload some of these players. What we saw under the Bartomeu era is that, hang on, let me do this real quick. Okay, good. What we saw under the Bartomeu era is that pretty much every player at the club that was part of that historic era got way overpaid, completely inflated salaries. Barcelona, I think, had the most expensive roster, if not, one of the top, if not the top most expensive roster in Europe over the last 5 years, and we haven't won. I'm not gonna say we haven't won anything. I'm being a little bit too negative. We won La Liga and we won Copa del Rey a couple times, but we have not been a contender in Champions League. If you're going to have that expensive of a roster, you have to be contending in Champions League. You have to be making it to the final. You have to be pushing for trophies. That's what needs to be happening. Era is a specific time period. So people look at eras under different presidents, different kings, different nations leading. Different when you look at clubs, it's how long was a player there. So there's the Messi era, there was the Ronaldinho era, there was the Maradona era, the Pele era. Eras are just a chunk of time. Winston, good morning, sir. Referee brings up that Pedri is going to be on vacation for Bilbao. I did see that he's going to be taking a break, so that's going to be one change to the starting lineup, that he's finally going to take a break. He needed it. Last week, Pedri, as much as I love him and as much as people were saying, oh, he's only 18, 19 years old, he's got fresh legs, he can play 365 days a year, no big deal. He can go in the Euros and then the Olympics and then right back into the regular season. Wrong. You saw the tired legs. So he's going to take a break. He's going to go on vacation. He won't be in the starting lineup versus Athletic, I don't believe. Could be wrong. Got a couple things wrong last week. It happens. Fun fact about Athletic before we jump into the full match preview here. So you can find this on Barcelona's website. They were doing some Did You Knows yesterday. So with Athletic Club, I was always curious the connection between Athletic Club and Atletico Madrid, right? They're very similarly named. They both wear red and white stripes. And it's like, what is going on here? What is the connection? So here's what it is, folks. Athletic Club actually started 1 year before Barcelona, and it's because they had a strong English population that came over, started influencing the culture there, and so Atletico Club started their team in, 1808. At some point in time, some of their players moved to Madrid and started a second club. That club became Athletic Madrid. Over time, Athletic Club, originally in the Basque Country, kept their name. They went with Athletic, not Atletico, because of that English influence. So they're Athletic Club because of the ties to the UK. The people who moved to Madrid went more Spanish and named it Atletico Madrid. But they come from the same place. And the reason why both wear red and white stripes is because before the players moved and started Atletico Club, when they were still just Athletic Club, there was some match where they needed kits and somebody brought a bunch of Southampton jerseys for them to wear. Southampton wears red and white stripes. So it's wild to hear the connection that a English population living in Basque Country starts the soccer community. They build a club that still only pulls from players that are born and raised in the Basque Country. Incredible. In an era where we are playing with international players at all of these clubs, Atletico Club respectably, whatever the word would be, still only do homegrown players. And then from that, it spurred Atletico Madrid. They went more Spanish. Athletic Club kept their English roots. Very cool. So to learn the connection there and the fact that it all stems from England and it all stems from Southampton. That's why they wear the red and white. Very cool stuff. I, of course, did not research this. You can find this on Barcelona's website, but I brought it to you. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that fun fact for today. I was pretty tickled by that. I thought it was pretty cool. I think there is a lot more English influence in Spanish soccer than what we might know. So that was a cool little tidbit. I hope you all appreciated it. Coffee at Dawn asks, will Ter Stegen, Ansu expect to be available in the starting 11? No. In fact, I don't think Ter Stegen or Ansu are even going to make the squad this weekend. With that said, why don't we just go ahead and we will jump into our lineup for the weekend. Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is going to be Barcelona's first away match of the year, going to Athletic Club. Another fun fact, they prefer, even though the team name is Athletic Bilbao, they prefer to be called Athletic Club because that is their original name. The only reason why they have Bilbao is because at some point in the 1900s, they merged with a team that was, I believe, FC Bilbao or Bilbao FC. Either way, so Athletic Club became Athletic Bilbao, but the hardcore fans, the supporters, prefer that they go by Athletic Club. Just another little fun tidbit for you all. So we'll go over the lineup, and then we'll do score predictions here, Winston. So first and foremost, there's plenty of injuries. So Ter Stegen's out, Mingueza's out, Dembele's out, Fati is out, Aguero is out. Those would all be players that potentially could get in the starting lineup, but they're all out. So starting from the back, of course, we're going with Neto in goal. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Drag him on in there. Back line, there were some reports earlier in the week that PK was going to need a rest. The medical team was telling him, hey, you got a little bit of a strain in your calf. Why don't you take it easy? But we're not going to do that. He's been practicing all week. I think this is going to be a tough matchup. Yeah, Athletic Club are not going to challenge for Champions League. They're not going to be challenging for La Liga titles, but they are a tough squad. They play with pride. They play with passion, and they play together. So we're going to need some leadership in the back. We're going to need some experience, and that's why I think PK still starts this match in the center back position. Now, next to him, I was surprised by this. I thought that it was going to be Araujo starting next to him all season, but you know what, folks? Surprise, surprise, Eric Garcia coming in, winning that starting spot. He wasn't even training with the team a whole lot. He was a late registration, but we got him in. He's looking good. Really didn't make any mistakes. If you don't say a defender's name throughout a match, that's okay. And I don't remember calling out his name once. And for a center back, that is totally fine. If I'm not yelling out your name, that means you didn't do anything wrong, and I will accept that. I am totally okay with that. Right back, we're going with my main man, Serginho Dest. Emerson came on in like the 65th, 70th minute, something like that, for Dest last week, and almost immediately gave up a goal. Almost immediately. Caught napping. The buildup was not Emerson's fault, but that final finish definitely was. Had a player on the back post that he was just not paying attention, and of course, the ball finds the back of the net. On the left back position, I know I talked about at some point in the year we are going to see Dest on the left-hand side and Emerson on the right, but for today's match, it's not today, it's tomorrow. Get your days right, John. For tomorrow's match, folks, we are going Jordi Alba, number 18, sneaking in there at the left back. He's going to push forward a lot. He's going to be giving Athletic Club a lot of problems, try to keep them pinned back. Now, this is where we get into the midfield. This is where we have probably some disagreements. First, I'll give you what Ronald Koeman is going to go with, and then once that's settled in, then I'll make some tweaks based off of what I think might actually happen. So, first and foremost, Busquets, he's going to be starting in that defensive mid-role. I've complained about it all summer long. I've said that we need to bring in somebody new. But, like I said, same thing for PK. This is not exactly a lightning fast blitzkrieg counterattack team that we're going to see in Athletic Club. They're a little bit more, there's a little bit less pace in the midfield than you'll see in some of those other European clubs. And so because of that, and because of how physical this match is going to be, I'm okay with Busquets being in the midfield for this one. When we get to my lineup, I'm going to change it, but I'm okay with Ronald Koeman picking Busquets for this one. That's going to put De Jong next to him on that right-hand side. He's going to be pushing forward a lot like what you saw last week. De Jong was getting up there with the forwards time after time. I loved it. Let me get caught up on the chat here, see what you guys are thinking of this so far. Mr. Hustle, good morning. Manai is number 14, except it might not be for this game. If Coutinho comes in, he may not be 14. But Manai did wear 14 last week. So for those reasons, I'm sticking with 14 for this week until the lineup actually comes out, and we'll see what that is. Um, Shihan, hello. Good morning from Cambodia. Glad you didn't miss us. What else? I want to see Griezmann and Coutinho in their prime again. Sure, that would be fantastic. Referee says, I really do think Araujo is going to start over Piqué. It's really risky because Piqué got injured yesterday in training. It wasn't just yesterday. It was earlier in the week. He had a bit of a tweak to his calf. Coutinho was not listed as injured, so that's why I left him in. But if he's not on the squad list, we'll see. Is the squad list officially released yet? I don't know that the squad list is even ready yet, is it? Let's see here. Barcelona squad for Athletic Club. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. 15 hours ago, 3 hours ago. We'll take a look real quick. But the injuries that I have listed. Where are we at here? This is not the website that I was on earlier. I don't think it's officially released yet. I don't think we have our lineups out yet. Oh, it's on Twitter. Okay. Barcelona. Good one. Barcelona Twitter. Let's see here. Oh. Squad list. Yay. Squad list. Yay. Squad list. Yay. Okay. Des, Piqué, Araujo, Sergio, Ricky Puig, Griezmann, Memphis, Braithwaite, Neto, Raymanage is wearing the number 14. Suck it, nerds. 15 is Langley. Pedri is on the lineup. Jordi Alba, Sergio Roberto, Frankie de Jong, Emerson, Eric, and Naki Peña, Demir, Nico, Gavi, Balde making the lineup. I believe he was on the lineup last week too, but did not get any playing time. And then Tenyas is the last one there. So cool. Okay. Good shout, team. Thank you for calling out the lineup because, to be honest, I was going to sneak Coutinho into my starting lineup. So I'm glad we did not do that. Let's go ahead and jump back into our lineup because that's certainly going to affect things. So no Coutinho. We'll go ahead and we will gray him out. Because Coutinho's not available. Wow. Okay, back to the lineup then. So for Ronald Koeman's lineup, who's going to fill in for Pedri? Is it going to be Sergio Roberto? Is it going to be Ricky Puig? Is it going to be Demir? Decisions. I think he goes Sergio Roberto. That's what I'm thinking. And actually, that would probably push Frankie de Jong over to the left-hand side and have Sergio Roberto on the right. That is most likely what's going to be happening through the midfield, friends. Agree, disagree? What do you think? What are you feeling? Was there no Pjanic, no Umtiti? Good. Maybe we'll actually get them off of our roster. Finally, that would be amazing. Anyway, we'll just leave him off for now because I don't think they're injured or anything like that. So what about our front three? We got very, very limited options. Tactically, Verde was good. It's just that his tactics didn't suit Barcelona. That almost doesn't make sense. It almost doesn't make sense. His tactics were fine if you want to just run a boring 4-4-2. Then by all means, go ahead and do it. Anyway, front three. We got Depay. We got Goatway. We got Griezmann. We got Manai. And we got Demir. Those are our options. I don't think anything changes from last week. I think Goatway, surprise start on the left-hand side instead of the center. Depay actually comes in and plays a false 9 here, so you'll love to see that. We'll slide him in right there. And then on that right-hand side is where we're going to see Griezmann. Now, we did see plenty of occasions where Depay drifted off to the left. Goatway goes a little bit more central. Times where Griezmann comes in on the left-hand side and cuts in on his preferred left boot. That leaves space for Serginho Dest to push forward on that right-hand side. So that's probably the starting lineup that we're looking at in terms of what Ronald Koeman is going to pick. If I had my way of things, I would make 1 or 2 changes here. I would sit Sergio Roberto. I put him right there. I take that back. I don't take that back. I do take that back. I don't take that back. I'm going to sit Sergio Busquets. This is my lineup now. I'm going to put Sergio Roberto back in on that right-hand side. I'm going to put Frankie de Jong in that defensive role, and I am going to put Ricky Puig in there. That's going to be my preferred lineup. I was tempted. I almost did it. I almost wanted to put Demir right here, but I want to see more from him. I want to see him get a little bit of playing time off the bench. I don't want to put him in the starting lineup just yet. Just yet. Braithwaite, or Goatwaite as I should say, has been playing with a renewed energy, a renewed attitude. He's been playing with some confidence, some determination. So I think that's going to happen. I don't think we see Demir in there, and here's why. Here's why, folks. My prediction is that because we're not going to have Pedri, we're already going to have one midfielder in there that's not the regular. If it's Sergio Roberto, I don't think Ronald Koeman will go with another midfielder that isn't typically in the starting lineup. So even though this is my pick, Puig, Roberto, De Jong, and listen, if you wanted to twist my arm and go Puig, De Jong, Demir, yes, I would be happy with that. I just think it's so unrealistic that I'm not going to pick it. This is that happy medium between what Koeman is probably going to pick and what I would like to see. Here's the thing, Levi, that might be your opinion, and that's what we had him started with last week, was on the left-hand side, but Depay, more often than not, was in that center of the pitch there. Referee, that's way over the line. What are you blaming Sergio Roberto for? What has he done wrong? He has been a loyal, dependable servant to the club, willing to spend the better part of a decade playing out of position just because the club couldn't find a right back post Dani Alves until the Serginho Dest era has begun. So because of his loyalty, because of La Remontada, I don't understand the hate on Sergio Roberto. Don't understand it whatsoever. You need to get that out of your head, bro. Get it out of your head. We need to be supporting these players now more than ever. All right, fresh start for everybody. We had a fantastic performance in week one. Couple of slip-ups defensively. One you can blame on Emerson not paying attention to the back post. The other was just a really good free kick that the foul maybe shouldn't have even been called. Granted, that was Barcelona's biggest problem last year, was giving up goals, particularly late in the second half. Barcelona traditionally can hold on to those leads. You get up 1-0, 2-0. That's when you really start to crank up the pressure. The possession increases. The high line goes a little bit further upfield, and we start to get a third, a fourth goal without conceding. That's the classic Barcelona that I know and love, and that's what I expect moving forward. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, guys, you're going to hear me rant and rave and throw fits about players throughout the year, 100%. But at the end of the day, there is no hate in my heart for any of these players, and I am going to always encourage this community to provide that support, to believe in the club. That's what's fun. Like if you sit there and you're just being that negative Nancy, the Debbie Downer, the glass is half empty all the time, or it's completely empty, it's not as fun. You got to believe. You got to put your heart and your emotions on the line. Be invested in it to get that return. That's what we're going for. So, folks, I want to say thank you for tuning in for the match preview of Athletic Club. I hope you enjoyed the little fun facts about Athletic Club's history and how they got their stripes and their name and all that jazz. We will be here tomorrow, Saturday. We'll be probably about 3:30 is when we'll start it. I'll set up the stream tonight so you guys will at least have that on your radar. Referee, you're fine. You know you're fine, buddy. I'm just giving you a hard time. You're good. We love you. Kickoff is Saturday at 4 p.m. So come hang out. We'll do a little pregame show before. We'll go over the official lineups. We'll go over predictions. Oh, my prediction for this match. I'm going to go 2-1 Barcelona. I think that was my prediction for last week too, so hopefully they outdo me once again. What's up, Bryce? How we doing, friend? Been a while. Good morning to you. My opinions on the Barca kit are fully captured in my kit review. That is uploaded. Go ahead and watch that. The channel is now officially monetized, my friend. I know I said that earlier in the summer that we broke the barrier of the checking the 2 boxes that we need. But because it's a rolling 365 days, I hit it and then I dropped back down. But now I'm fully past the benchmark. No looking back. I am officially accepted, monetized, which means if you guys want to go back and watch some of my old videos, it helps out the channel. So by all means do that. Other than that, Saturday, 4 p.m., we're going to be here for Athletic Club hosting Barcelona, match day 2 in La Liga. Hopefully we get off to a hot start, have an exciting match like we did last weekend, get some good reactions out of it, but most importantly, hopefully we have a good hang. All right, so come show up, join the conversation. If this is your first time watching, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications to join the community. That's all you got to do. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and show up. Be a part of the conversation. All are welcome. Cules around the world and non-Cules. You can support whatever club you want. If you want to be a part of the conversation, part of the community, just subscribe, my friends. That's going to be it for today. I will see you for the live match. Athletic Club hosting Barca, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll see you next time. Mwah.